to keeping Southwest Oklahoma safe during severe weather. This is the Texoma Weather Lab.
Hi, we're Coast Technology Group, and we'd like to be your technology partner in your home or business.
Come see what simple, reliable technology can do for you.
Our team has over 150 years of combined IT experience. Whether you need a full IT management provider or audio and video support, we have the means to get the job done right. We offer remote monitoring and management, cybersecurity, and network infrastructure services. We'll help you design the right system with our high-definition surveillance cameras and cutting-edge smart alarm systems. Football stadiums, cafes, schools, churches, and residential homes have all found success with our services. Coast Technology Group can find the solution to fit any budget because helping your business grow while maintaining safety and security is our main goal. Coast Technology Group. Simple, reliable technology.
Well, hey there, folks. Hopefully everybody is doing well. I'm Chief Meteorologist Austin Bowling. Thanks for joining us on this Sunday evening live edition of the Texoma Weather Lab. Again, a lot of talk out there. It's definitely been cooler today. Still chilly tomorrow. We'll see a brief warm up here through the middle of the week as the weather remains quiet, but I'm sure you've seen, whether you follow me or you've seen other meteorologists across the region sharing something about little snow on the way for the weekend, looking increasingly more likely. Now, there's still a lot to iron out here. I think we've got the cold air in place. The timing of the storm system itself is going to be more up in the air. And then as far as amounts go, not ready to toss that out there. Again, we still have about 6 to 7 days until you see a better chance at seeing some of those numbers coming out here until that system comes in. So we're probably going to start throwing out those numbers closer to Wednesday, Thursday timeframe. So if you're looking for totals now, I'm not going to give those to you. We're talking about timing, time frame, potential impacts, but as far as any totals just yet, you are not going to get that from me. So if you want to click on to somebody else, those models are going to keep changing as this storm system comes on shore, and then we'll have a better grasp of it. So if that's what you're looking for, click away. I apologize for that. But again, I'm just keeping it real. You're not going to get any snowfall totals from me today, probably closer to the middle of the week before you start to see some of those. But just quick thank you to the folks that continue to support this page, make it the free resource that it is for you and your family. First of those is going to be the Rustic Ranch, Emily and her shop up there in Elgin. If you want any of that warm weather gear, again, I'm wearing the sweatshirt for the Texoma Weather Lab, but maybe you're looking for anything warm, Western wear. Maybe you're looking for more jewelry, home decor. She's got that for you. Again, she's right on Highway 277 as it bends north towards Fletcher. Give them a call at 699-9827. Maybe you're in the market for your dream home, or you're looking to sell yours. Santa didn't bring you that dream home. Well, Kim Thomas here and the Kim Thomas real estate team, they can help you out. They've got 20 years of experience right here in the lot market and a ton of 5-star reviews on Zillow. Go check them out yourself. Again, can't be beat here. You can reach out to her, visit her, 1701 Northwest Cash Road, or call her at 704-9916. Of course, if you need to insure that new home, you're shopping for a new policy, you've got a new driver, you've got a new toy in the garage, all of that, Vincent Saylor, the good neighbor here in Lawton, can help you with that. He is right next to Wright Donuts on Gore Boulevard, 2401 West Gore Boulevard to be exact. You want to reach out to him and see if he can save you some money. He is at 699-2771. And of course, the folks that continue to support this page and make it what it is. Again, the free resource for you and your family, the OGs since last year. That is the Coast Technology Group. If it plugs in, they want to help you out with it. Again, bring them your ideas, whether it's your conference room, your auditorium, your church, your man cave, give them your ideas. They're there to help. 357-4482 is how you can get a hold of them. So as far as what we've got going on, getting ready for the storm season, you want to get the weather call from me as we get into severe weather season. We've already seen damage from severe weather to start the year. Don't wait until the next round comes. Go ahead and sign up for Weather Call. There is the QR code right there. There's a link on my page as well. You will get the call from me as tornado warnings or severe thunderstorm warnings pop up in your area, and you will get that timely notification to get to your safe place here as well. Rhonda Hodge hopping in from Geronimo, the land of the Blue Jays. Thank you for hopping in, Rhonda. Appreciate you for hopping in this evening. A lot going on in the background, a lot of irons in the fire, a lot of great news going on as far as new sponsors that are going to be hopping on. Biggest deal yet. So I'm excited about that one. We are looking at some more upgrades, a lot of potential developments here. So can't really tip my hand to that just yet, but just be on the lookout. I told you 2026 was going to be the year of the Texoma Weather Lab. I fully expect that. So be on the watch here for a lot of that stuff coming in here. Susan Cox, what have you got? Bring on some snow. I know for my teacher friends, this may not be the best time frame for it. Depending on the impacts, it may bleed over, but this looks to be primarily a weekend system right now. So no, that's not what my teacher friends want to hear, but just trying to let you down easy for this one. But again, timing impacts still trying to be ironed out here right now. Billy Dorman Coast, appreciate you. Appreciate your support, your family's support as well. Looking at the tail of the tape here for your Sunday. Temperatures in the 60s after starting out in the low teens this morning. That was quite cold, well below where we should be, but nowhere close to those record lows back in the negative digits back quite some time ago. Now for tonight, calm winds, clear skies. Temperature is going to be down in the mid-20s again, heading out the door in the morning if you must head out the door. But for the holiday, the MLK Junior Day holiday on Monday, looking at a mostly cloudy sky and a bit of a northeast breeze coming in about 15 to 20, higher gusts to 25. So those temperatures in the low 40s are going to feel more like the mid and upper 30s. So bundle up if you're venturing out throughout the day anytime here on your Monday. Tuesday, we're going to wake up to lows down in the teens and low 20s. So as the kids head back to the bus stop, bundle up, wait with them at the bus stop, take them to school. It is going to be quite cold out there first thing on Tuesday morning. And then Tuesday afternoon, thankfully, temperatures will rebound. We'll see those numbers a little bit closer to 50 degrees as we head through the afternoon. Now, we are starting to see some changes here as we get towards the weekend. Again, I told you here, timing, impacts, amounts, all still being ironed out. Things are starting to line up, but the main difference here right now is that the two primary models that we watched, the American model and the European model, have a little bit of differences here. Right now, the European model is what we call a phase trough. So when you see the upside down U shape here, that is usually a stronger storm, and it is showing a bit more that falls. And again, you can see that's moving through the New Mexico area. The GFS, or the American model, shows a cutoff low. So whenever you see the closed circles, that is a much slower storm system, and it's showing that less falls right now. And again, these models have continued to come back and forth, and that's just what I'm seeing right now. So until we see these start to align a little bit better, then we can give you a better picture of the timing, changeover, and the amounts. So right now, those are a little different right now. So I don't want to throw out a total and then it completely change by the time we get to Wednesday and Thursday. So that's just what I'm mentioning here. One shows a little bit more of a powerful system. One shows a little bit more. I'm going to hold off on giving you those totals just yet here closer to the middle of the week. I'll probably have another update as we go towards that. Lance the Voice, appreciate you for hopping on. Glad I found you. Great to have someone specifically covering our area. Lance, if you or others are unaware, again, I've been here since 2010. I've covered this area, was chief at one of the local stations from 2014 to 2018. Right now, I'm covering those areas south of I-40 and west of Interstate 35. So definitely want to give a focus to those folks here. Definitely deserve their focus coverage here as well. So appreciate you, Lance, for hopping in, and thank you for everything you do for the sports community around here as well. I've heard quite a bit there, a lot of good things. So let's take a look here. I'm going to hop off of this and just give you a quick update here. I'm going to hop off and I'll show you the model. But what we need to know right now, I'm looking at time frame from about Friday afternoon through early next week. Again, that could be anywhere from Sunday morning through Tuesday. Again, some of those models are differing in the end or cutoff time with this. So what we're expecting right now is a rain snow mix to snow, and likely to be the coldest area of the winter so far. If we get a blanket of snow, we're likely going to see those morning lows and those afternoon highs kept down as a result, something we call refrigeration. You put things in the refrigerator, they get colder. You have ice on the ground, it's going to get colder. So right now, the issues is whether this is a cutoff low that slows down and brings less, or is this a phased upside down U trough that sweeps through and is a little bit more powerful and brings more. So that's still differing. And then I showed you as well ending times. Right now, the American model shows a second system coming through late Monday into Tuesday as well. That could add additional totals, and the European model is not showing that. So again, a couple of things that we're watching for as we go through that time frame. So I'm going to end this here real quick, and then I'm going to hop over to my model. So this is the American model here, and this is starting on Thursday morning. You can see that right now that storm system is off the coast. So not really getting the weather stations to pull this data quite well just yet. Until it gets onshore, we'll start to get a better idea, and the models will start to intake that information. So going to be looking here at least Wednesday, Thursday before we have a better idea of what this storm is going to do. But the American model, you see that those closed rings right here. This keeps it around southern Arizona, Southern California, Baja California, but it's a cutoff low. It tends to be a little bit slower, kind of cut off from the main jet stream you see running through the Central Plains into the Mid-Atlantic states. So that would be a slower, weaker system that comes through. So that's putting you all the way through Sunday morning, and you can see it continues to just sit there and drift. And why it's giving that secondary line of snow on Monday, Tuesday would be the cutoff low finally gets picked up and it gets swept through. So that's why it is a much slower run, bringing 2 rounds of potential snowflakes. And then let's take you over to the European model. It does have briefly that same cutoff low, that cutoff circle here, but you'll notice that it does what we call phases, and it joins the main jet stream. It gets picked up and it gets swept through. So that tends to be a little bit more of a stronger storm system. So those are the two differences here. Timing and amounts obviously going to play a factor. The one thing I don't think is going to be a factor is how much cold air is going to be in place. I'm going to take you again just above the surface. Again, like to think of the atmosphere like a layered cake. Just because it's cold here doesn't mean it's cold enough above our heads. Sometimes there's a warm layer, and that's why we get snow to melt and then refreeze. We get freezing rain and we get sleet. If things are cold all the way through the column, then you keep that snow falling as snow. So this is the European model showing that temperatures stay below freezing above our heads as early afternoon on Friday, and it stays that way all the way through early Monday morning. And again, the American model seems to be agreeing with that as well, maybe just slightly later with its colder temperatures above our heads. So that could delay the transition time, and then it stays that cold all the way through about Sunday early morning. So not as cold for as long. So that is what's helping to lower some of those amounts. Slower transition time and a quicker changeover back to more of a wintry mix. So that's what's dropping some of those totals on the American model. So that's what we're looking at right now. That's why I'm not throwing out any of the forecast model totals. Again, just throwing a model total out here 6 to 8 days in advance doesn't really do anything for you right now. Once we get towards Wednesday, Thursday, I'll feel a little bit more confident putting out some of those totals and the time frames. So you can still see there. Hopefully I'm making a little bit of sense. One model's a little bit slower, a little bit less powerful, showing a little bit less falling. because temperatures are not quite cold enough all the way through, at least with this particular run of the model. So that's what we're looking at here right now. And Doris, I appreciate it. I'm trying not to go over anybody's heads here, but I'm just trying to show you why I don't feel like it's responsible for me to show you snowfall totals just yet when things are still a little different. They are lining up time wise, moisture wise, but as far as are we cold enough all the way through, that's where I'm kind of taking a step back here. So, do I think we are looking at wintry weather here coming up Friday into the weekend? Yes. I think that is starting to line up. As far as the intensity goes, that is still trying to be ironed out. And again, the timing of the transition is trying to line up here as well. So, still several things to iron out here. I'll be updating you on Facebook as we go throughout this week as things change. Expect here by the middle of the week to see more of an official forecast from me as to what we can expect. And again, for you teachers, again, I apologize. This does seem to be more of a weekend system than it does to be either a Friday or Monday system. Now, whether the impacts bleed over into Monday, we'll see. But as far as timing, this is going to be starting out as wet and then changing over to more of a mix to snow. So still a lot to iron out here as we get towards the tail end of the week. So here is a look at your Southwest Oklahoma 7-day forecast brought to you by my great friends at the Coast Technology Group. Again, if it plugs in, they want to help you out with it. Reach out to them at 580-357-4482. I'm going with the low 40s here tomorrow, 50 on Tuesday, and then back to near 60 on Wednesday. And then it is all quickly, sharply downhill from there. A bit of a star here on the forecast, asterisk on the forecast for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Timing of the front, maybe slightly milder or colder, and we're just going to see those temperatures fall throughout the day. So how quickly temperatures fall, how quickly precipitation changes over, that is still being ironed out here for Friday. I think we're looking at snow Friday night into Saturday. If we see enough snow, that temperature will likely be on the colder side. Right now, I've got us below freezing in the mid and upper 20s for Saturday. And then if there's still snow on the ground heading into Sunday, that high of 32 is likely going to be down as well. Even that morning low of 10 on Sunday morning could even be colder too. So again, just keep that in mind. I do think winter weather is looking more likely heading into the weekend. Big changes, big timing differences coming up here on Friday. But again, that's your action day, is make those preps Wednesday and Thursday for Friday. By Friday, it's too late. Friday night into Saturday is where we expect to see more of the possible snow falling. As far as how much, a little too early to say. Again, if you see any snowfall totals, that's just wish casting at this point. Again, I will be more confident giving you a number closer to Wednesday or Thursday of this week, once the models start to pick up more of this storm system coming closer to the coast and coming onshore. We'll get a better idea of the impacts here. But again, Friday into the weekend looks to be a higher likelihood of seeing winter weather impacts. As far as totals, still up for grabs. Cold, yes, very, very cold. Go ahead and make those preps now. If you've got the firewood you need to get, go ahead and do that. I wouldn't panic as far as the store, but if you need to get some extra things here for the next couple of days, building up to that, maybe go ahead and make a stop just in case. But again, not trying to make any panic here just yet, not giving you any totals, but just trying to keep you prepared, trying to be honest with things here. Go ahead and make the preps just in case leading up into the weekend, so you don't have to run out on Friday or Thursday, even if people start to get a little bit more rushed in panic. So just keep that in mind. I will keep you updated. Again, you're not going to get any hype or scare tactics here. Be prepared, not scared. We know how to deal with winter weather. We will deal with whatever comes our way heading into Friday and the weekend. I will keep you updated. More official totals coming up here towards the middle of the week. And if I need to do a live, I will do the live here closer to Friday and the weekend and keep you updated on that forecast as well. As far as any impacts to schools, again, likely going to see that decision made closer to Thursday as well. So hopefully everybody had a wonderful weekend. I know most folks have another day here heading into Monday. Enjoy the next few days. I'll probably be trying to take the kids to enjoy a nice day at the park here on Wednesday, trying to take advantage of those nice days in the winter while you can, because I know once we get to Thursday, it is all downhill from there. So just be prepared to kind of grind it out Friday into the weekend. So I hope everybody has a wonderful night. I will keep you updated throughout the week. And then again, as I mentioned, look out for more official forecasts coming up here towards the middle of the work week. So hopefully everybody has a wonderful week, and I will see you, if not by Sunday, then earlier in the week. So take care. We'll see you soon. Thanks, folks.